Hello friends and family, it's your friendly neighborhood realtor Toma Johnson here with another video for all of my first time home buyers out there. Now I know you folks have been asking, you've been curious, everyone wants to know, how can I buy my first home? I don't have enough money for down payment or whatnot. Well, I have great news for you, okay? California has a program from the California Housing Finance Agency. Okay, it's called CalHFA, and that program is called the My Home Assistance Program. And what that is a down payment assistance program for first-time home buyers who don't have enough cash to cover the down payment. There are certain requirements that you have to have for this program to qualify for this program. Number one, you have to be a first-time home buyer. This is a great program for those of you who have a strong work history and maybe decent credit, not quite amazing credit yet, but just a few steps away from having your credit score qualify you for a loan, but you don't have the funds to cover your down payment. This CalHFA My Assistance Program is really gonna help you kick that into gear. And I just wanna talk to you a little bit about that program in case you have any, in case you were wondering, well, what are these programs about? Like I mentioned before, there are some eligibility requirements, and I kind of wanted to just touch on those with you. But if you have any questions and you'd like more detail, I have a copy of this program here that you can download from my website. I'm gonna place that link in the description here, so you can go to the website and you can take a look at those requirements, but you can also download a copy of this thing from my website if you'd like to get in a little bit more detail about it. The main thing that you need to do is talk to a lender that is familiar with this program. Now, I happen to have one that I like to use. There's several, there's actually 2 or 3 lenders that I like to use. We call them preferred lenders. One of them is a gentleman by the name of Luis Uribe. I will place his information in the description as well. And there's another gentleman who's right here in Temecula. His name is Lottie Sanchez. He's a great lender. He works with guaranteed rate mortgage. He can also help you as well. But they are very good at helping clients who are trying to buy a home for the first time and are interested in using this California Assistance Program. The main thing that you have to understand is if there's a will, there's a way. And if you just take the steps forward that you need to take to do them, then you can reach that goal of home ownership, because home ownership is really important, especially when you're trying to create generational wealth for yourself and your family. This is a really good start to help you do that. Now, this down payment program is basically a loan that is forgivable after a certain amount of years. So once you purchase the home, you cannot rent it out to anyone. You have to live there, and you have to be there for a certain number of years. And I'm not sure what that number of years is, but again, if you have any questions, if you are interested, we can work that out for you. Okay, so there is a program called the FHA, Federal Housing Administration, where the federal government is helping first-time home buyers, or just home buyers in general, buy a home with just 3.5% down, right? But what if you don't have that down payment? That's where the CalHFA program comes in. They kick in and they give you that 3.5%. So now you can buy a home with 3.5% down, and then you can borrow the money or get the money from California to make that purchase using their down payment assistance program. And boom, as long as you have your credit where it's supposed to be, you have a great job and a great income, you can qualify for this home. For instance, if you live in Orange County, the homes in Orange County are fairly expensive, definitely more expensive than out here in the Inland Valley. So, like Temecula, Wildomar, Lake Elsinore area, these homes out here are less expensive than the homes you're gonna find in Orange County. However, this is a sacrifice that you may have to make in order to reach the goal that you're trying to reach, which is home ownership. Being out here is not the same as it was, say, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We have everything that you need out here to live an amazing life, especially in Temecula, which I'm gonna be sharing that along the way on my channel, different things to do, places to go, great restaurants. So it's just a matter of you deciding whether it's something that you want to do or not. And if you make that decision, guess what? I'm here to help you. They do have maximum income limits. Just so you know, if there is a minimum credit score that you have to have, I want to say that it's 640, and that's a FICO score, not your Credit Karma score, which uses a platform called Vantage. If you don't know what your FICO score is, I'm also gonna place a link to a company that I like to use. It's a monthly fee, but you get all 3 of your credit scores and there are FICO scores. It's called My Score IQ, and you can get that for, I believe, about $27 to $30 a month, right? And it's a month-to-month thing, so you don't have to do it all the time, but it does give you access to all 3 of your scores, plus credit monitoring and everything while you're trying to get your, credit score where it needs to be in the event that you don't have a great credit score. But many of you have a great credit score and you've been renting for a long time, you just haven't taken the steps to buy your first home. So what I'm here to do, what I'm trying to do is just encourage you, just to let you know, hey, it's okay. You should buy a house if you really want to. And just because you don't have all the funds that you need, you can make it happen if you really want to. If there's a will, there's a way, right? The other portion of buying a home is the closing costs. There are generally closing costs of between, I want to say on the low side, 1.5%, on the high side, almost 3%. Closing costs there's title fees, there's title insurance, there's escrow fees, which we can get into, but generally they end up costing you a little bit of money. Also, you have appraisal fees. There are many different things that add up to about somewhere between 1.5 to 3% extra. So where do you get those fees? Well, if you have a loving family, maybe they want to pitch in to help you buy your home, you can get a gift from your parents or your cousin or some loved one who wants to help you purchase the home. All they have to do is write a letter stating that they want to give you that money, and then you can use that money as part of your closing costs, even part of your down payment. So there are many ways to get this done. If you are interested in buying a home as a first-time home buyer and you have questions, all of my contact information is in the description today. If you have a home to sell, if you're not a first-time home buyer, but you're just interested in selling your home, I am a real estate agent in California. I would love an opportunity to serve you personally. So please feel free to contact me anytime. Give me a call, text, email. I'm here for you. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you have any questions or you want to learn more about these first-time home buyer programs from California, feel free to reach out. Until the next time, folks, we'll see you. Peace.